Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, overnight the Australian dollar is still questionable whether it can break above the 78-cent handle and sustain. We do have a doji and as well as a shooting star. Now the market is still at this present hasn't made any significant challenges to the upside since Friday, and from the rejection from the 78 handle as well as the 78.22 60-day moving average does suggest that the market is struggling at this present point. With the technicals from the stochastic and the RSI turning over, does question whether the market can break down. Now, we got a low of 51 overnight. We needed to break just beneath there, around 45, to trigger and confirm that the shooting star is a negative sign to the market and that we should see further weakness. I believe this is where we are leading to. Therefore, we should see a move eventually sub 77 cents. Any advances should still find 77.90 to 05 as a resistance. Today, the market gets to view the latest economic data with the RBA announcing its minutes of its latest policy meeting. Also, we have China to release its data on its first quarter economic growth, fixed asset investment, and also industrial production. And then later this week, we've got the employment report for the Australian country and see what that reveals as well. Overnight, Donald Trump takes a jibe, not at Russia and China once again, and turning his focus away from Syria, and instead declared that China and Russia are playing what he called a currency devaluation game. Overnight, the greenback took a tumble to its lowest level since March, after President Donald Trump accused China and Russia of devaluing their currencies, breaking from his own administration view that no major trading partners are currency manipulators. Trump took to Twitter overnight to declare that China and Russia are playing what he called a currency devaluation game. So with the US dollar weakened, the euro takes a step to the upside and now looks towards 123.95 to 124.35. This should be the last move to the upside before turning around and seeing some weakness to come back into play with support seen at 123.20-25. No surprise really that dollar yen has hesitated towards this level of 107.70, and from the backing away now looks towards the support region of 106.55 to 60. I believe the market is still very much in buying dips. Therefore, we could see a rebound from there and eventually take out the top side. But at this stage, you can see from a technical point, and there's also with Trump taking another swipe at Russia and China, is that it's no surprise that the downside will be challenged with a slightly weaker US dollar in the next 24 hours. Well, the pound overnight takes on the challenge to the upside, and for the 7th consecutive day, the market now finally breaks above that 142.90 resistance. Theresa May overnight did address the UK Parliament and to confirm that joining with France and the US in the airstrikes against Syria in a military operation that followed allegations of a chemical weapon attack in the town of Douma in Syria. Russia has said that if there is another Western attack on Syria, there will be global chaos. Looking at the pound though, it is extremely overbought. I'm not a buy at these levels. I would wait now to see where the market goes from here. If it is still bullish and can stretch to around 144.5 to 145, then I'll be selling there. Turning around, the support of the day 142.75. The gold notching slightly higher overnight, but not significantly bullish, and still maintains this level of 38.47 as it challenges the resistance at the moment. Above 47 is 52. With the tension easing off of Syria, the market may actually find a bit of momentum on the back of the US dollar weakness. So we could see a slight impulse again to the upside, but to the top side of the range. Rounding off with oil, well, the market is broken down, but it hasn't broken beneath $66 a barrel. Overall, I still expect to see the market take the attention back on the fact that General Baker Hughes did state that on Friday that 7 more oil rigs were put into play, bringing the tally up to 815. Now, this is the highest level since March 2015. If that's the case, then I do see weakness coming back into the market and looking back beneath 66 to target the 65 level with resistance at 67.60. So that wraps up today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.